Hi, this is Joel Roberts of World Mission Outreach. Several years ago, I had my first opportunity to go on a missions trip, and I went to the Philippine Islands, and the island that we went to was called Mindanao. It's the southernmost island of the Philippine Islands. And God totally rocked my world, just changed my whole viewpoint on what happens outside of our country in America, and just gave me a whole new perspective of the way things work, and really put a burden in my heart for the less fortunate and the people of third world countries. I was exposed to a lifestyle that I've never seen before. Children living on the streets, prostitutes, just things that I've heard about but I'd never actually experienced. There's one particular area that really grabbed my heart, and that's an area called Carmen. And in this area there's the main bridge that runs through the town, and underneath that bridge there's a group of children, probably about 200 to 250 children, who are basically homeless, raising themselves underneath that bridge, and they're children of gangsters and prostitutes, basically throwaway children. And God really put a burden on our heart for this area and for these kids. We've been working with these children now for the last 4 or 5 years, and we've been implementing food programs, clothing programs, school programs. We do go out there once a week and have a feeding. As a matter of fact, this is the first year that we ever did our first Christmas shoebox project. And it was quite an experience to actually be able to go out there and give these kids Christmas gifts. Many of them who've never even had a gift ever. And to be able to go out there and share the meaning of Christmas and give out gifts was truly a tremendous thing for me. The reason why I'm sharing all this information with you today is on January 3rd, the city of Cagayan De Oro was hit by a flash flood. This wasn't just like a regular flood. This was something that this area hasn't seen in over 20 years. When I say a flood, I'm talking Katrina-like. It's destroyed homes, families, everything that you can imagine is gone. And the main area that it hit was Carmen, and that's where these kids live under the bridge. So the area that they called home, even though it wasn't much, that area is completely gone. There's nothing left. These kids have nothing. And as a matter of fact, most of the children who are rescued are currently with Pastor Roy. He's our director there in Mindanao. And we've been trying to send funds for clothing, for shelter, for food. He's got all these kids there and they need they need some supplies. We're trying to put resources together in order to send them funds so that he can provide them with blankets and food and shelter and new clothes, all the necessities that they need to survive. And I tried to come up with several different ways to help raise funds and awareness of what's happening in the Philippines and with these particular kids that live underneath this bridge. And we've come up with a cup, and this is a change cup. And basically with this change cup, it's got some pictures of the kids who live underneath the bridge. Asking is that for you to take home the cup, get your kids involved. Anybody who wants to be involved, just throw your change in the cup, and then after several weeks' time, you can bring the cup full, hopefully, back to the church, and you can dump it into one big huge bucket. And basically what's going to happen is that the coins and change that comes in from these cups, we're going to send out to the Philippines to help with the flood relief that's going on there. Thank you again for considering doing this. It's going to be a tremendous blessing. We have several churches that are already involved in this, and we've been able to send some support out as of just last week. And we want to thank you guys so much for joining with us and helping these kids out in the Philippines. Thank you, and God bless.